Hi, my name's Diane. You're currently watching the Just Kidding Around show. Thank you for joining us. This week we have a guest, if he looks familiar. His name is Casey Lee, and he works with Experience Nature. And Experiencing Nature, is that right?
Experience Nature.
Experience Nature. And what exactly does your organization do?
What we do is we work with a lot of the local organizations in town, a lot of the mini schools, kinder cares, hands-on children's museum, Lacey Parks and Rec, and we go around and we teach children all about different types of animals, for all the way from sea creatures to mammals, giant insects, amphibians.
Great,
We
okay.
cover just about everything, birds. So.
And if he looks familiar, he's also been on several of our earlier shows, and we're glad to have you back. You're like a local Jack Hanna or something. So we're fortunate to have you, Casey. And also he was at Sand in the City with the big bus.
Yep.
So that's how we got reconnected.
Yep.
Before we get started, I like to look in the camera and say hi to people in our audience. So I'm going to say hi to Mr. Feeney, and hi to some people in Oregon, to my niece Joni. Hi, Joni.
I'll just say hi to everybody. It's been a long time.
Yeah. And hi, we have camera people waving at us too. I guess that's what that's about. So what did you bring with you today?
We brought a few different animals. I brought a snake with me. I brought a spider with me, a tarantula actually. We brought a parrot. This is Loki. And I also brought a possum from Australia.
All right. Loki is precious. She's so sweet. What kind of bird is she?
Loki is an umbrella cockatoo. She's about 5 months old. The umbrella cockatoos are probably one of the most popular pet birds out there. So for the simple fact as they're an extremely loving bird. Come here, Loki. Step up.
Oh, is she
Step
talking
up.
to you right now?
Yeah, she's just learning her voice.
Do they speak? Do they speak very much?
Yeah, absolutely. They do. And they also call these Velcro birds because they are so affectionate. The umbrella cockatoos are one of the most affectionate birds out there, which is why they make such a wonderful pet.
Okay. And you said she's 5 months old, so does that mean that you actually purchased the egg and then incubated it, or how did that work?
No, we got Loki when she was about 3.5 months, 4 months old, and we finished the hand feeding process, which is usually the way to get a bird to bond to you, bond to humans in general, is just to do the hand feeding.
Okay. Well, she seems to always be busy. Even though she's quiet, she's already, she likes to move and chew.
Yeah, yeah. So. Cockatoos are they're acrobatic birds. They do great tricks.
Oh.
She's only 4 months old and she learned this.
Could I pet her, or would that bother her?
Oh, no, you're fine.
And what color, when her crown opens, is it yellow? Or?
Yeah, she's got some beautiful yellow up underneath there. I don't know if you can see that. She's got yellow up underneath her crown. And then she also has yellow up underneath her wings right here.
Oh, one of our cameras got that. Thank you. Wow. And do you let children, when you go from place to place, do you let the kids actually hold?
Absolutely. Loki's one of the birds that we started with from a very young age. She also works with my son Tegan on a daily basis, and so she is completely adapted to all ages of humans.
And so your son's 5, did you say?
Yeah.
So she hangs around a 5-year-old. May I hold her then?
Absolutely. Step up.
Oh, she's not very heavy at all. Look at her, what a doll, except she's in front of your white shirt. There we go. You are one pretty girl. She does, you can tell she likes somebody special though. She looks at you like she's in love with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's your daddy, huh? Who's your daddy? Huh? She's kind of looking around here, getting interested. They're real smart birds?
Yeah, they are incredibly smart. They're not one of the bigger talkers of the parrot species. They're a great mimicking parrot, but the African species, the African greys, the Amazons, those are a lot better talking as far as vocabulary, but they do a very good job of mimicking sounds, as well as they will develop about a 30-word vocabulary.
30 words. And she can do tricks too?
Yeah, I mean, again, cockatoos are extremely they're gymnasts as far as birds go. They love to do flips. They love to be, even in the wild, you'll see them doing all sorts of tricks and flipping on branches. They're just an extremely playful bird.
It's a beautiful shot. She looks like she'd be heavy, but she's not heavy at all. So she's mainly feathers?
Yeah, if she didn't have feathers right now, she would be a pretty pathetic-looking individual.
Chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
And what does she eat?
She's strictly fruits, nuts, berries, seeds.
Does she live in a cage?
Yeah, she's got a great big cage at home. We're actually trying to teach her for free flight, which is where we can take her out and throw her in there, and she'll fly around for a little while and come back to us. But that takes quite a few years to be able to.
So are her wings clipped right now?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. What happens is you have to clip these very tip. These are called their flight feathers right here. You never want to clip the back wings back here. That's what keeps them up. But her tip wings up here is what makes them fly up. So
she had a few words for you just then. You had a few words for him, didn't you? Didn't you? What about cleanliness of animals like this? Do you have to work?
They're extremely clean. Birds do have a dander. You know.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean their droppings.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as you keep them clean. You know, obviously, any type of dropping from any animal is always something you want to keep away from children, to keep away from, you know, keep off your hands.
But do you have to change their cage every day?
No. Probably once every, I think I change her cage once a week.
Once a week. Oh, I'm telling you, she is a sweetheart. Yeah. So you let kids hold her, and she's this nice to all the kids.
Absolutely.
Do you clip her claws?
Yeah, yeah. We also have different perches for her where she can kind of shave her own nails on them. But yeah, we always keep them clipped. They do become very sharp if you don't.
Because she doesn't hurt at all. You would think that would hurt.
Yeah.
But and how about your son? When she is on your son's arm, do her claws wrap all the way around?
Almost. He's you know, he's gotten very good at handling her, but yeah, his arm is a lot easier for her to perch on than
well,
one
she's
of ours.
Something else. But I'm going to put her down. Maybe we can share another animal now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one more time, her name is?
Loki.
Loki. And why did you call her Loki?
Loki is the goddess of mischief.
Okay.
This bird completely lives up to her name.
She is so sweet, but she is. And during the show, it wouldn't surprise me if you don't see her nibble at the tree. We have a fake tree back there that she really loves. So don't worry about it if you see her do that. So what else do you have?
We brought a snake. I can grab him out of here if we can.
Once again, Loki was from where?
Loki is from Indonesia.
Oh, she's Indonesia.
Yeah, okay. All the cockatoos in the world, there's about 21 species of cockatoo, and they all range from northern Indonesia all the way down into Australia.
Yeah, well, she's the sweetest one. Boy, she's sure watching everything you do. And she doesn't like that snake. No. I'm sorry.
All right.
I hope I didn't yell.
No, snakes are...
I think she was going to eat the snake.
Snakes are a natural predator to birds, so even as a baby and even... never seeing a snake, a bird will know that a snake is danger.
No, she looks like she wants to eat him.
No, it's probably more of just an uncomfort that she's feeling. So.
Oh, like a protection.
Yeah, she's not a carnivore.
Wow, so can the cameras get, this is beautiful. And now what is that rule again about red and black?
There's a few different things. It's red on black. Is a good thing. I believe it's red on black, you're okay, Jack. Red on yellow will kill a fellow.
Okay.
So this is called Pueblan milk snake, or Sonoran milk snake actually, and these are the exact milk snake, or the exact coral snake replicas. That's their form of defense, is they completely replicate a coral snake.
So is a coral snake dangerous?
Yeah, they're one of the most poisonous snakes in the world.
Oh, so you're sure this isn't a coral snake then?
Yeah.
It's a replica of
a
coral snake.
Red on black.
Okay, red on black, you're okay, Jack.
Yeah.
Well then, the coral snake would have not the red on black.
No, you would have two yellow stripes where the black stripes are, and they would be touching that,
so
and then you would have one black in the middle. Yep.
So we're positive of this. And where's he from?
These guys are all from all over South to Midwest United States. They go down into Mexico. All the milk snakes and king snakes are very prevalent snake in the United States. They also make an incredible pet. Milk snakes.
Oh, really? So families can have these?
Yeah, absolutely. This is just a baby, full grown. They reach about 4 feet in length. But the milk snakes, the king snakes, they make amazing pets. They're not aggressive at all. As long as you work with them fairly often, they become extremely tame.
And what do they eat?
They do eat small rodents, just like
So you have
a
to
lot
have
of the
rodents in
snakes.
your home then?
Not necessarily. You can get them frozen rodents. You only have to go to the store and buy them about once every week or two, depending on how fast you want the snake to grow.
Uh-huh. Well, he looks so small. He can't eat a mouse, can he?
They eat pinkies right now, little teeny baby mice.
Oh, so he's going to grow and be much larger?
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't stay this
No,
size?
he'll get 4 feet long.
4 feet long?
Yeah.
Will he'll be a lot heavier, won't he?
Yeah, they're not a very large or round snake. They don't get very thick as they grow. They're not a constrictor, really, like you would think of as the pythons.
He is
had your
so
moment.
active. He seems like he's very, very healthy.
Yeah, he is extremely healthy. We try to keep everybody that way.
Constantly moving. He won't hold still. He doesn't seem to be bothered by me at all. He's not fearful of humans?
No, they're really not. And, you know, if they are, they let you know. You know, they'll be very, very squirmy. Again, this guy gets worked with a lot. But again, the milk snakes and the king snakes show almost no aggression. If they are a snappy snake and they do bite you, you almost never feel it.
So if he was mad at me, he'd bite right now? Maybe.
Yeah.
I won't try it out too much. Wow, he is neat. But I'd be afraid to let little children hold him. He's so frail. He's strong but frail.
That's the main reason why we start all of our critters off small. Exposing them to children at a very young age gets them used to it. It basically makes it a lot closer to a guarantee that they're not going to bite a child or that they're not going to give them. Because no matter what, even a king snake or a milk snake biting a child can be a very traumatic experience. And that's what our business is kind of circled around, is trying to get fears away from people, from the snakes.
Well, but
the
I'm more
spiders.
worried about the kids hurting the snake, because the snake seems frail.
Well, again, you know, we have to talk to the kids and let them know how delicate these animals
Yeah.
are. We don't let any of the young kids hold the snakes.
Yeah.
You know, usually.
He'd be easy to.
Yeah,
you know.
usually do 5 and up with the snakes.
What does he weigh? Like how many ounces?
Yeah, maybe a half.
Half an ounce? You think
Yeah,
that's all this little guy, all that personality and beauty in a half an ounce? And he's
Yeah.
so strong. He must be all muscle. Small but strong. I'm afraid the bird's going to get him, but here you go. I'll put him on. Oh, just so soft.
Yeah, these are one of my favorite snakes, just
Softer
because
than
of
most snakes.
the contrast of their color and their
You know what?
personality.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm just afraid she's going to nail him. Because she likes you. Could she be jealous enough to give a
Yeah,
whack at
that's
the
a big
snake?
thing about the parrots, is they do show severe signs of jealousy a lot of the time.
Yeah, and you're her favorite, so she probably didn't notice she's getting back in the picture here.
Yeah, exactly. That's Loki for you.
Oh.
Always wants to be the center of attention.
Oh, that's funny. Is that what that little display was about?
Yeah, it's wanting
Wanted
attention.
to show you
when
she's
those,
still here?
Yeah, when her back feathers come up like this, that is a sign that they're excited. That's a sign that they're scared. That's a sign that all sorts of different things. But right now, she's just trying to make playtime.
And now, okay, now she's happy again. She's back where she was.
Yeah.
Where she wants to be. You wore that white shirt, and sometimes when she's in front of the white shirt, she doesn't show off, but oh, she's beautiful. There's just all white. Did you bring anything else?
I brought a couple more. We'll talk about the spider up here for a minute.
Why don't we get that over here? I don't have to hold that.
No, I remember I actually got you to hold the rose-haired tarantula that I brought last time.
Yeah,
you remember
I did.
that?
You had, I know. The last time
I was
Casey was on the
impressed.
show, he brought a tarantula and they put it on my arm and it moved. But this animal looks far worse than the other tarantula.
This animal is much worse than the other tarantula, not necessarily as far as bite goes. As far as tarantulas go, almost all their bites are about the same. They're just like a very bad bee sting. What I like to tell children about this spider, it's one of the largest in the world, I believe, second largest as far as spans around, first largest as far as weight. These guys can reach 12 inches around, which is about the circumference of this. He's still a baby right now.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know.
He can be, that's a great shot, who's ever got that. So it's going to be the size, 12 inches?
Yeah, 12 inches
square?
around is about the size of a full-grown bird eater.
Gosh. Oh, that's a bird eater. I've heard of bird eaters.
Yep.
Bird eaters?
Yeah, it's a bird-eating tarantula. And they call them bird eaters because when they were discovered, they were found eating birds funny thing is they were hummingbirds. So
oh, so bird eaters. I wondered where they got that name. They actually don't eat birds.
Not as a main staple
Unless it's
diet, not at all.
carrion
Yeah,
or
they
something
pretty
on the
much will
ground.
eat anything that comes along. This is kind of what they will do in the wild.
Are you going to pick him up?
No. This is a very aggressive tarantula. I wouldn't even be able to.
You
I'm just
said that
turning it around so you can
not very
see.
dangerous.
This right here is where they dig their burrow, and they do the same thing in the wild. They'll dig a nice deep 6 or 7 inch burrow, back down into it, and spread their webbing like this all the way around their burrow, and anything that comes along, they come flying out and grab it.
So would you call that a trapdoor spider?
No, trapdoor spiders actually have a cover that comes over their burrow. These guys.
So this is a bird-eating tarantula.
Yes.
And it burrows into the ground, builds a web over the burrow.
Builds his web all the way around the burrow.
Around
the
it.
burrow stays an open
So
hole.
then what kind of animal? Oh, a mouse or something like that?
Yeah,
might
he's
walk
already
up?
eating full-grown mice right now. So he's pretty impressive, especially when he eats. It's an amazing thing. Being one of the biggest bugs in the entire world, he comes with some of the biggest fangs. They have about a 2-inch.
Oh, is that right?
2-inch fangs underneath there, which is larger than most snakes.
2-inch fangs?
Yeah.
But do they bite? Would they bite me with their fangs?
Absolutely.
I thought you said that it doesn't hurt much more than a bee sting. Bees don't have 2-inch fangs.
No, I mean, it's not going to do much more damage as far as permanent damage, but
Oh,
it would probably hurt.
permanent
It's going to
damage.
hurt a lot more than a bee sting, because yes.
Okay, so you don't let the kids touch him.
No. We don't ever let the kids touch any of the tarantulas. I hold the rose hairs, but.
Can you turn him around so that they can see the front of him? One of the either camera 1, 2, or 3. He looks like he's got 8 legs, of course, but they look like they're kind of all in front of him.
Yeah, right now he's just kind of doing a defensive stance. I mean, that's how they just kind of sit there and act like nothing to try and stay out of the view.
So that's a defensive stance? So are those his eyes, those 2 black things we see in the middle? His eyes aren't that large.
Nope.
What is that?
You can't see his eyes really. His
Well, then
eyes
what
would
are
be way up on top, and maybe those 2 little glowing things right on top would be his eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was
that you're
asking.
seeing
Are those
there.
his eyes?
Yeah, I think you
So
can.
those are his eyes.
You can kind of see them.
Yeah, from this view, so you can't see him all the time.
Yeah, right in the middle of those 2
I
legs.
know, it looks like he has more than eight legs, but I'm sure that he's there. And you can see his 2 body parts, too.
Mm-hmm.
And how heavy would he be? Is he
Oh, when he's
all
full
fluff?
when he's full grown, they reach about this big around. Their abdomens are almost the size of a baseball. And they are the heaviest bug in the world. So it's
Is that right? And they're
Absolutely.
from what, southern United
South
States?
America. South
Oh,
America.
Are
only.
they
You don't get
from the
around.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're out there. They've got to be heavy-duty animals,
Yep.
then.
And they're strictly tropical species.
Yeah, it seems, so how does he exist in an environment like this that's not humid?
We just replicate that environment. At home, he's got a nice big enclosure that we basically replicate a natural rainforest in.
Oh. Is he as happy as the coral snake was happy and the bird's happy? Do you think he's happy?
Absolutely. These guys don't inhabit a large area in the wild. You can replicate an exact replica of what they would normally inhabit in the wild with a very small area. So I don't think they really know the difference too much. As long as they're getting fed, they're happy.
He looks pretty meaty, if you know what I mean.
He is. He's
Okay.
extremely
I want
large guy.
to see if that is. Can you show me? I want to see those eyes. I want to look at his eyes. I don't see him here. That's funny on television. Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just check in. Huh. Now, what does your house sound like at night? Are all your creatures quiet, or is there a lot of squawking?
The possum is up all night long. She's a nocturnal animal. And
So you have a possum living in your house.
She's up all night. But other than that, she's really the only one that makes too much noise around.
Everybody else tucks
is
in
sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then in the morning, what's it like?
In the morning, Loki goes crazy, and a few of the other birds go crazy. The morning and the evening is kind of a time for birds to check in with their flock, see who's still there, who didn't make it through the night, everything. And so they carry that habit into captivity as well. And so when she's screaming in the morning, that means come out and let me know you're still okay and feed me.
So is Loki sort of the most verbal or most seen animal in your house?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. She's definitely the loudest animal in the house.
And didn't you used to have, last time you were on the show, you brought a tortoise, a little tiny tortoise that was maybe an inch in diameter.
Yeah.
And what's happened to that tortoise 6 months later?
That was the same one that you saw at Sand in the City. He's about that big around.
Amazing.
Now he's doing absolutely amazing.
I wanted him so badly, but he was little and he's grown pretty fast.
Yeah.
So you have tortoises in your house too?
Yeah.
Of course, they're no trouble.
Well, the tortoises all live outside. I live on about a 1/4 acre, and they all inhabit the outside. And we put heat lamps in dog houses, so as soon as they're ready to hibernate, they just go in there and disappear for the winter.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, quite an interesting guy. Your son must just love having you for a dad.
He does.
You're probably the most fun dad around. And by the way, do you have any cats or dogs?
I think he enjoys the animals more than having me for a dad.
Do you have any cats or dogs?
No, those are too common for us.
Oh yeah, can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Hey, how about guinea pigs?
No guinea pigs.
Oh.
No.
I love guinea pigs, but your snakes would like them too.
Tegan, you want to come and show them the last animal? Would you like to come show them the possum and say hi? This is my son, Tegan. He is definitely the owner of all the animals at home. He does the biggest job of keeping them all tame. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring her out. And this is a striped possum from Australia. Oh, come here, baby.
So she's nocturnal, and there's bright lights in the studio. Whoa.
Yeah, so she'll...
You okay?
There she is. No, she's not...
So these bright lights might be bothering her?
Oh, she's all right. She'll be all right for a few minutes. So she's not going to sit still for very long. So if you can get the camera on her,
okay.
Oh, she's all right. Come over here, Tease. Now, this is actually an amazing animal. You don't usually get to see these guys. They're almost extinct over in Australia itself. They only inhabit the islands around Australia. They entered the fur trade for a while, and she's full grown. So it didn't take long to wipe out their population.
Oh, I can imagine. Her fur is gorgeous. Oh!
Come here, sweetie.
Gosh, I worry about...
They're also related to sugar gliders. Have you ever seen a sugar glider?
Oh, yeah.
The flying
sure
squirrels.
She moves a lot. So is that natural, or is she scared?
Oh, yeah. No. She's an arboreal species. And they're just not a calm animal. You know, they're always active, especially at night.
Possums in the Northwest are slow.
Yeah.
And they're not that beautiful.
No, not at all. But those are also from Australia. They're not native to here.
And the bird's not going to hurt the...
No, they all get along. They've all been exposed to each other for quite a while.
So your son's trying to get her. Does she climb to the highest part?
Yes.
So she likes to climb up?
Yes, pretty much any arboreal species of animal, up means safety.
And is she considered a marsupial?
Yes, she is.
So she has a little pouch?
Yep, she has a little
on
pouch
her stomach?
down there.
Can I see it, or am I allowed to?
She probably won't show it to us. She's kind of
I feel like
shy.
she could jump on me. Your son's on a chair behind you.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to see her.
The possum's about ready to jump on my head, and the bird looks like she's just taking it all in, I guess.
Yeah.
She's saying, "What's he doing now?" She's not going to hurt the possum.
So yeah, this is the nice thing is we don't usually bring her to presentations as far as big ones, but we will bring her to private schools and stuff because kids will never get to see an animal like this.
So you actually will go to schools and bring your animals?
Oh, nice. Thanks for letting everybody know there, buddy.
Well, there you go.
That'll be one of those great times. Shh, those great times.
It's all right.
You're going to hold that against me forever, Tegan.
No. I think the cameras are having time. Can you sit down, or do you need
she'll jump off me and she'll take off. So we'll
all
probably
right.
put
so
her
you might
back.
have to put her down. I'll tell you, they did get
baby.
a couple good shots of her.
Come on, baby.
She moves fast.
Yeah, there she is. Let's see if I can hold her for a
There
second.
goes another camera. Oops.
Okay.
Someone got her.
Sorry, she's just being
Casey,
crazy.
Thank you. I know you're very busy. And there goes a tree. Oh, I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry, but it landed on the spider cage.
That's the thing you got to love about animals. There's never a dull moment. Hop down here, buddy.
I have never yelled on a show, but thank you. Well, it wasn't just that. I was afraid of the glass breaking and the spider getting hurt. Honestly.
Yeah, it's not good to have a bird-eating spider running
going
around.
after the spider. So anyway, well, thank you for joining us. Excuse me for yelling. Hopefully sound control got that down. Thank you for joining us. Do you like living with all these animals? Do you have a favorite? Which one?
Well, we all have we all have baby turtles at home. And
I love
baby turtles and 2 baby turtles, which is a snapping turtle and a painted.
So you really like the turtles. You're a reptile man. Wow. I own a turtle. Yeah, in fact, your dad helped me with it one time, a couple years ago. Well, thanks for joining us, Tegan, and thanks for joining us,
Thank you. It was very nice to be on the show again.
Yeah, so
It's been too
sometime you'll come back again?
Absolutely, I would love to.
All right.
Bring more crazy critters.
Yes, and hopefully the tree won't fall on the bird spider.
Yeah, I think that went quite well compared to what it could have.
I thought for sure that was going to tip over.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for a great camera crew. And we had a new crewman. Thanks, Steve. Thank you to Bruce and to Jim. And thanks in the control room to Tom Dubuque. Bye, Mr. Feeney. Bye, Madison Elementary.
All right.
You can wave and say goodbye to your teacher if you want.